Integrating technology through blended learning. We learned this week that blended learning has been defined in many different ways and can often get confused with technology integration. In my definition, while blended learning does integrate technology into the student's learning process in the classroom, the main idea of blended learning is that students take part in activities they would in the classroom, but in an online arena. This includes having discussions with other students online, collaborating with students online, and having tests online. This blended learning allows for students to have more control of their own learning. They can control the time they want to learn, the pace they want to learn at, the place they want to learn in, and the path they want to take. A blended learning class will typically have an online classroom presence through a learning management system, much like the one we use, Canvas. Rather than a static website, it includes content instruction, discussion, and assessments. This makes it easier on the teacher to assess their students' work, and it also benefits students because they're able to go back and review their work. It also provides more opportunity for collaboration and problem-solving activities in the classroom, much like we learned last week with the flipped classroom. We saw a video of Spanaway Elementary School where they were implementing their own example of blended learning. They had 10 computers in each classroom, and the teacher divided her students into 3 different groups. One group was with the teacher learning, one group was independently learning, and one group was on the computers learning, and they rotated. In my response, I think that blended learning is a good way to aid students in learning more about technology. We clearly live in a technologically advanced world, and this sort of learning at a young age is very important as things get more and more advanced. Students getting involved in technology at a young age can be beneficial to them when they get to college and higher education, where the main mode of learning is a blended method, and it even persists past this college or educational zone when we get into occupations. In response to the example we saw at Spanaway Elementary, I thought it was interesting because it didn't appear that students were taking part in discussion, collaborating, or testing online, but rather they were just going through activities as a part of their rotation. We saw that they were doing times tables and stuff like that. So my question came to mind if this was blended learning or it just was technology integration, because there was no real collaboration, discussion, or testing that really pushed it beyond just technology integration. So, as a society, we have clearly outgrown the traditional classroom, and so these blended classrooms and flipped classrooms both offer ways in which we can redefine how students learn both academically and socially in order to acclimate to technological advancements. While blended learning can be beneficial, I think it is important that face-to-face interaction must take precedence over communicating through the web. For this reason, I believe that flipped classroom is superior.